You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We have a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you. But before we get into our intriguing content today, please join me in welcoming our featured guest and first-timer on Ron Siegel Radio, Mellie Barber. Welcome.
Thank you. It's awesome to be here.
Glad to have you with us. And let me remind you, if you ever have any home or finance-related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you. And you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are operators standing by.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
While I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan or plan to save you money, I personally work with you. Even if you don't have any needs today, save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And yes, of course, we are celebrating today. We celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio. Although today's a tough one. I don't know, because it's been a very, very long time since I've been able to understand Singles Awareness Day.
It is what it is.
Yes, I don't know about that one. National Gumdrop Day. Now, I looked at the photo and it didn't look like a martini to me, so I think we're going to skip that one as well. I think we might have to go back to tomorrow's Almond Day, so maybe we'll think about that one. Yesterday was Cream-Filled Chocolates Day. So any of those will do. So Gumdrop if it's the martini. Although my preference, just in case you wanted to know, Tito's Martini today at our friend over at the Tartan Room is Tito's Tuesday. Go over there and get a Tito's Martini. I might have to leave early today and go do that. Let's take a look and see what the Dow Jones Industrial Average up. 449 points. S&P 500 up 65. NASDAQ is up 293. Oil dropping $3.81 per barrel. Yeah, we like that idea. Now, maybe it's because Vladimir decided to take his toys and go home. I don't know about that, but that might be the case, and that would be a good thing. But just because we can, we're going to look at it. Now, I should have said, because today is National Wisconsin Day, and I think that's, Wisconsin, it's in America. $3.24 a gallon of gasoline in Wisconsin. Even better than, I think, it's a half a cent better than our tremendous underwriter, Lori. She's paying $3.24.5. Jody sometimes listens in. She's at $3.66. Jody, you got it made. Josh, you're still coming in at $3.89.5. But hey, the winner, we're in Calizuela, $4.70.2 a gallon. Ow! Yeah, $4.70.2. And I can't afford one of those electric cars, so I'm paying full boat. Moving right along. Let's see what's going on in the market. Hey, you know something? We are seeing that the mortgage rates are having a little bit of trouble right now. They're going up. Although I told you that was going to happen, they will come back down. Producer price index, that was a good number, or a painful number. Not good if you're looking for interest rates, but painful number came out this morning. The president, if he knows where he's at today, I'm not sure if he knows where he's at. I know he generally doesn't do a whole heck of a lot. We do get his schedule. Usually I finished all the items that he has on his calendar are done on my calendar by about 4:30 in the morning. But the president, I think he's got his day off again today. He's working on who is he going to nominate for the Supreme Court. That's going to be an interesting one, especially right now. Why do I say especially right now? Well, generally, right now we've got the 50-50 tie in the Senate. But we got a problem here. We've got a senator who got sick. Yeah, and I don't wish that on anybody, but Senator Lujan had a stroke. He's not able to vote right now. So when you have a 50-50 Senate and you've got one senator that's not able to be there, the Republicans might be able to bring some common sense back to the, oh, wait a second, it's Congress. There's no common sense there. And the Supreme Court justice that they're talking about right now, yeah, well, all she's done in her life really is been a community organizer. We did that once, didn't we? How'd that turn out for us?
Nothing like a little air superiority.
Talk about racism. I mean, is that racism at its max? Right? The only candidate that's qualified in the United States of America, 330 million people, is a black woman. Now, not looking at anybody else, can't be anybody else, no other qualified candidates. That's what the president tells us. Moving right along. Let's see what else is going on in the news today. Got a lot happening. It's been fascinating. We've got the Ram players over there at Disneyland yesterday. That was kind of fun. I'm sure that a lot of them had a good time. The Lakers and Dodgers, yeah, we're in Calizuela still. So they're crying right now. LeCaron James, I think he wants to have his own parade because he won a NBA title. Yeah, well, no, there was no competition then, so that's a whole different issue. But we got some comments even coming in today, so we'll see what. Challenge you to wear his glasses for the whole stream. Whose glasses?
Yours.
Oh, my glasses. Who wants to wear my? Why does somebody? Well, no, you want to wear my glasses? I can't see any. Well, it's reading glasses, so they look better on you than me. So that's
I
a.
can't see now. That's okay.
For a donation. It's a tough challenge, but I keep my word. High fuel cost. Okay, well, we'll see what happes here.
For the whole, okay, what are they donating, by the way?
Oh,
Give up my vision.
okay. It's okay. So I don't understand Twitch. I'm not too into Twitch. But I thank you for listening to us on Twitch. So we appreciate your listening. And I guess I thought Twitch was one of those things where it was just audio only, but I guess it's video there too. So they can see what we're doing. Well, I can't see anymore because my glasses are gone. Okay, so we'll continue right along here.
Donation for Miracles for Kids. How about that?
Miracles for Kids. Okay, we'll talk about that in the next segment.
Perfect.
Miracles for I love nonprofit organizations. Whenever we can get a nonprofit, it's amazing how many of them will not. Maybe they don't like me. I don't know. We'll continue that conversation.
That's impossible.
Okay, so we're gonna. What else is going on here? So we've got the Ram. So the Rams are gonna have a parade tomorrow. Okay, so they're gonna go from Shrine Auditorium to Exposition Park. Maybe they've got some extra KN95 masks because nobody wore those at the game. Maybe they're gonna give those just to the kids because now we're gonna only make kids wear the masks. Where's the logic in this thing? I mean, I've told you right along. Fascinates me. Because I've gotten in trouble with some family members who didn't like the idea of my commentary. They didn't like what I had to say. And maybe it's similar to Joe Rogan. All the things that we've been saying right along are coming true. Now, I don't want to bring up because I've got some family members, so I don't want to even mention the word Bextra. So don't let me say Bextra on air, Josh. Whatever we do, we can't say Bextra on air because that could bring up some bad memories for people. Yeah, because I've said right along that this whole vaccine situation, there's some questions that still have to be answered. Well, the whistleblower came up with some answers, right? Did you see that one? I've still seen people that don't know about the Senate whistleblower from the Department of Defense. Why are we trying to get kids all vaccinated when we don't have any long-term history of what this vaccine is going to do? I know it's the greatest thing on earth. I personally, 70 years of history on ivermectin, but we won't talk about that either. Of course, that's not a Pfizer drug, is it? I shouldn't. There's so much that we could talk about right here and get in trouble, but we got a broadcast to do today. Yeah, okay.
Slightly.
PC, what does that mean? President of California. Oh no, that's Gavin Newsom. Sorry. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, what every seller needs to know about renovating this year. 7 best budgeting tips for couples. I can only get in trouble on that one. reverse mortgages, forward mortgages, where's the market going, all that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, shame on you. But the replay is available. Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva, they've got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Operators are standing by. Dow Jones Industrial Average now up 408 points. The NASDAQ is up 276 points. The S&P 500, if I can get that up on my screen right here, right now, that's going to tell me is up 62.33. 10-year Treasury up another 4 basis points. Mortgage-backed securities have dropped 12 basis points, which means the rate, the yield, the interest on that mortgage-backed security has gone up. But all that stuff, you can find that on the super secret website, google.com. What you really want to know is, why is this happening? That's why you tune in to Ron Siegel Radio. Well, a lot of it has to do with Russia. They decided they're going to pull back some of their troops. That's a good thing. Glad to see that Russia has decided to pull back a little bit, so maybe we won't be going to war. That would be nice. Producer Price Index came out this morning. This measures inflation on the wholesale level, rose 1% in January. Ooh, that was painful. Ow! Double the market expectations. On a year-over-year basis, the index increased from a higher revised 9.8% last month. Not good numbers. Core PPI, that means if you don't eat and you don't get warm, don't get any gas, right? That went up 0.8% in January, hotter than expectations of 0.5. Year-over-year figure remained at 8.3%, which is another record. CoreLogic released their single-family rent report for December, showing that rents have risen 12% year over year, which is the fastest in 16 years. Now, remember, I've been telling you that the rents are going up about 18%. Why is there a difference? Well, one is CoreLogic, and they include the increase of existing leases or renewals. On the apartment list figure, that's new leases. So that's why you get that 12% on one, 18% on the other. Either way, it's painful. And yes, I did do, as I shared with you before, and Josh will have that ready for us probably later today, real estate, the past, present, and the future. So all we're waiting for is our graphic. I can't draw a straight line, so I've got to have smarter people do that for me. But I did show, going from a $2,700 a month mortgage last year, same property. This year's about $3,500. Next year, it'll be $4,400. Exact same property. That is the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call. So I should put in here, and I know that our friends over on Twitch know this already, but for those of you that don't know, you can go to StreamYard.com/user. Give them the authorization, and this is an interactive show. If you've got some comments, questions, want to put them in there, we'll review them. If I like them, we put them out there. If there's something that we can answer, I do sometimes get questions that are about a 20-minute question that should be 30 seconds. And then I would not have any time to chat with Mellie Barber. Welcome.
Thank you.
So you did mention something about a nonprofit. So I love talking nonprofit.
Sure, of course. Let's do it.
Tell me about your nonprofit that you
It's
like.
not my nonprofit. I just
Okay.
happen to be a part of it.
Okay.
Miracles for Kids. It's
Miracles for Kids.
Yes, it's inspired by a gal named Robin whose son was diagnosed with cancer,
Ugh.
and they, we know a lot of families, unfortunately, that have gone through this, and they live at the hospitals and they can't work. So Miracles for Kids, we come in and we make sure the families are taken care of. They have all their needs met.
Love that. Love that. Okay. So, there's so many organizations out there, and it's just amazing how we never, you hear about so many of them. You just never know where to go first.
Right.
So
there's a lot out there.
Yeah. Dealing with, when talking about the kids though, that's one that's just big time on our book. So it's, I've been fortunate enough to have the late Frank Shankwitz come on my program, founder of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, it's a lot of great organizations, but talk about your day job. You like to help seniors.
Yes. I love seniors.
Okay.
People.
So we
Are you 62 and over?
am I
don't know.
No, I'm not that old. Do I look that old? Gee, okay.
No.
Okay.
That is my magic number.
That's your magic number. Okay. So 62 and over, that's for the senior population.
Yes.
And we don't even, and I don't even look like
You don't look like you can
Selleck.
even
What's
be
his name?
Close to that.
Tom
Tom
Selleck.
Selleck. I know. Boy,
He's got more hair.
Does he know how to sell a reverse mortgage or what?
He does. He's got some good
You know how
information.
many people I've sat with and they're like, Tom Selleck, that's why I called you. I'm like, really?
Wait a second. They saw Tom Selleck and wanted to call you.
Yeah, they did.
I've never had anybody
I'm
say
like,
that to me.
The younger girl version of that.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I've never had somebody say to me that they saw Tom Selleck and wanted to call me. That's
I have actually twice.
that's just not the way it is. Okay, so
Different cell.
okay, you're coming in a little quiet here.
Am
So
I quiet? Can you hear me now?
can you hear me now? That's the
Hello.
FM DJ voice. So we're trying to get the mic just in the right spot so we can hear you
Perfect.
and then also see you.
Yeah,
Right,
I
so-
know. I'm like all angles.
All angles. Okay, so you like the reverse mortgage?
I do. I love
Why?
it. You know why? Because it's one product in our industry that is absolutely life-changing. Not to say that purchasing a home isn't life-changing, but for a senior who wants to age in place, this product is life-changing.
Now, do you like it for the benefits of the person that's got some challenges, financial challenges, or
There's
from a
both.
financial planning?
It's a mixed bag, right? So I've worked with clients who they are cash poor. They need the money. They want to age in place and they need to access
What's age in
funds.
place? That means you don't get to move?
Yeah, you're exiting feet first.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a tough
Just
description,
grim.
right? You don't.
Really grim for what is it, 9:15?
Well, it depends on what time you're listening to us. No,
But yeah, no, seriously.
so they get to stay in their home. They
They-
make a decision as to when they want to depart their
It
property.
gives them control.
I like that
right?
idea.
They have control. And then you also have the senior who wants, they have a certain lifestyle. They want to travel. They want to go see their grandkids. They want to explore life in their senior years. And then you have it from a financial perspective also. So a lot of financial planners love, the girls like me who do the reverses because their clients have been draining their retirement funds. So this is a way to, stop the bleeding.
Wait, but what about the kids of the legacy?
Oh, I know that's a big issue too. So, when I sit down with clients, I'm not just talking to them. A lot of times the kids are involved. There's many conversations that take place, and it's really all about educating. I'm just there to provide a service.
You're an educator.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So I did have someone just the other day, still the other day, called me and they said, Ron, I know that you like the reverse mortgage and I know that you promote it all the time, but they didn't realize that President Reagan was around in the late 80s. And I'm sure you read that in the book somewhere. You're not as old as me.
Yeah,
but
I remember him.
Oh yeah, from the history books. All right. Okay, you don't have to go on the old side here. But he changed the rules because I still have people say, well, they're going to take my home from me.
No. The bank does not own the home. The house title stays in your name. You can keep it in a trust.
Now you're getting technical on us, Mellie. Title stays in your name. What does that mean?
You're on title. You own the home. The bank is the financer of your reverse mortgage, and that's it.
So there's simply a lien.
Exactly. And you're responsible for your taxes, your insurance, and the upkeep of the home. But there's no payment unless you want there to be a payment. You can still make a payment in a reverse. A lot of people don't realize that.
So we like to say that the payment's optional.
It is.
Yeah, that's a much better opportunity that way when you can just, okay, I want to make a payment or I don't want to make a payment.
Exactly.
Or if you have somebody that knows what they're doing and you get a CPA and financial planner on board,
right?
Then what you do is you make the payment when it's strategic. Exactly. Yeah, think about that concept, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right, save up that interest for 2 or 3 years, and then when you're doing your RMD, you take that or your distributions. I shouldn't use the acronyms, right? When you do your retirement distributions, right, then take it all at one time. If you've got the right kind of reverse mortgage, now there is the right kind and the wrong type. I still am a big believer that there's the right and the wrong. And there's I shouldn't say that because some people still like that fixed reverse mortgage. I'm not a fan unless you absolutely have to have it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either.
You're not a fan either?
No, we're on the same page with that.
So you like the adjustable?
I do, yeah.
Why do you like it as much?
Well, I like, the lump sum, a larger lump sum. I like the fact that it's a lower interest rate. It's a slower bleed, right? If you choose to go into a reverse. So it's not 7%. It's not as heavy either. That's a tough interest rate.
Yeah.
And considerably low if you look at the historical context of reverses, right? Like some people are like in 10, 12% interest rates on this.
So explain this one. I don't know, maybe this is something that you deal with. I hear people say, well, you're not going to pay the interest anyway. Haven't heard that one?
No.
So there's some salespeople out there, and I'm not a big fan of this. Some salespeople out there that are not as much of educators. Yeah. Well, your heirs are going to pay the interest. Well, it's still you're paying it, right?
Yeah, no matter which way you slice it, you're paying it.
You're paying the interest.
Nothing's for free.
Nothing
in life is for free.
And that's the bottom line right there. So realize that you're going to get the money. Now, here's the beauty of it. And we're going to talk about this when we come back because I like this issue. And I'm sure Mellie will be on it with me as well. Is your real estate is going to appreciate faster than the growth of your loan. So we're going to talk about the appreciation versus loan growth when we come back. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets, what every seller needs to know about renovating this year, 7 best budgeting tips for couples, all that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, it's 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694452. We're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Visit rsrhomedigest.com, rsrhomedigest.com. Find out exactly what the county recorder knows about your property, what the market believes about your property. It's a free report we send you once a month. And it's only about your property, your specific address. We don't send that to your next door neighbor. You're going to, what every seller needs to know. I think you're moving the cameras over there. Sorry. What every seller needs to know about renovating this year. If you're planning to sell this year, you're probably thinking about what you need to do to get your house ready to appeal to most buyers. It's crucial to work with a trusted real estate professional who knows your local market to get your home ready to sell. But there are a few things you should consider when deciding what to renovate and update before listing this season. Here are 3 things to keep top of mind as you're making your list of projects to tackle this year. 1, the number of homes for sale is very low. Housing inventory sits far below what is normally considered a balanced market. In fact, according to the National Association of Realtors, NAR, the latest data indicates inventory is hitting all-time low. Because there's such a limited supply of homes available for sale, you are in a unique position when you sell your house to benefit from multiple offers and a quick process. But you want to do so while buyers are still scooping homes up as fast as they're being listed. Spending time and money on renovations before you sell could mean you'll miss your key window of opportunity. Of course, certain repairs may be important or even necessary. The best way to determine where to spend your time and money is to work with a real estate advisor to confirm which improvements are truly needed and which ones are not likely to be deal breakers for buyers. Number 2, buyers may be willing to take on projects when they purchase your house. Today, many buyers are more willing to take on home improvement projects themselves to get the house thereafter. Number 3, your agent will help you spotlight the upgrades you've made over the past year. Many people have made significant number of updates to their homes. The most recent State of Home Spending report finds home improvement spending rose 25% year over year to $10,341. Homeowners who invested in home improvement did an average of 3.7 projects, up from 2.7 in 2020. We've got financing for those projects too. If you're thinking about selling your house, you think you need to have a new kitchen or a new bathroom to get more money for the house you're looking to sell, give us a call at 800-306-1990. We've got people that will front that money for you, and you don't have to come out of pocket at all. Bottom line, in a seller's market like today's, it's important to spend your time and money wisely when you're getting ready to move. Let's chat if you've want to get on a game plan to make that next move. That is the real-time real estate segment, again, brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Visit rsrhomedigest.com, rsrhomedigest.com. Continuing our conversation this morning with Mellie Barber, we're talking about reverse mortgages and everything else we come up and think about. So before the break, we were chatting about the concept that there's no free lunch. I've heard people say, well, you're not going to, salespeople. Now, I don't sell on Ron Siegel Radio, right? We educate. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But you can't make an educated decision if you're not educated. So here's the issue. The interest gets added to the loan balance every month on a reverse mortgage, right?
Correct.
The appreciation grows on the property, the whole property.
The entire time. Yeah, exponentially. Yeah.
So let's think about this one. And I've just so happened, I've got a real estate report card for Orange County, California. Over the last 62 years, real estate has appreciated on average 5.3%. Is it fair to say it might do that again?
Yeah, I mean,
Right? We're not going to guarantee that,
no,
right? But so let's just
Still
say,
count.
can we just say 5%?
go for it.
Okay. And if we have a property that's a $500,000 property with a $250,000 reverse, and the property appreciates 5%, $25,000.
Right, exactly.
And if we've got interest, not going to be 5% on the good reverse, right? Right now, could get there. But right now, it's not there.
No, it's not there.
But what if we say it was? Okay, just because it's math and it's easy. So if the loan goes up by 5% this year, that's $12,500.
And think about this. If somebody gets into a reverse at 62, I'm working with a woman who's in her 90s. I mean, and her house has been growing. And she
Right.
gets to live a block away from the beach. It's great.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I want to move
phenomenal is
there.
that? I know.
I
Isn't
want.
that phenomenal?
Yeah. So she's 92,
91.
91. Heck, I just want to live to be 91, no less live by the beach.
Right?
Right? I mean, that's
a great life. 62
Yeah.
to 91, no mortgage payment, a
Yeah,
block from the beach.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And that property, I'm sure, is worth more than $500,000.
A lot more. A lot
Right?
more.
The garage is worth more than $500,000 a
Right.
block from the beach.
Right, exactly.
Right. So think about that concept. So so yes, you are paying interest. You're not paying it. The interest is accumulating.
Right.
Right. So you're not really, it's not coming out of your pocket at that time. Now, can you sell the property if you want to?
Yes.
Can you refinance the property if you want to?
Yes.
You can move out of the property. You can buy a property with a reverse
Yes.
mortgage.
Which is phenomenal, actually.
I've never had
That's what
somebody
this
say
is.
yes so many times to me in my life. I'm in heaven right
I know
now.
you're in a good place right now. I know for sure. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yeah. All right.
Yeah, no, that's exactly the scenario that we're working on. They're selling, they want to buy something else, and we're going to buy it in a reverse.
So
Phenomenal.
now that's an issue that a lot of people don't even realize you can do, is buy property with a reverse.
It's amazing to me how many realtors are unaware that our senior community can do this. And we have a huge senior community. I mean, the baby boomers, right?
Right.
That's a massive.
And there's a lot of us catching up to that senior community. We're not there yet, but we are catching up, or we're on our way.
Yeah, get your AARP card out, right?
AMAC for me. AMAC for me. I'm too conservative for AARP, but that's a different story. Right. So the reverse mortgage, we've talked about it, and there's all kinds of myths out there. You need to talk to somebody that really understands the product, and it's probably not your neighbor,
Or your dentist.
or your
Oh, yeah.
really.
That gets annoying after a while, right? Well, I was talking to my dentist. I'm like, really?
Well, no. Usually, when you go to the dentist, you're just listening. You don't get to talk.
Yeah, the dentist is filling you in on mortgage advice.
Yeah, really. You know something? I probably wouldn't do a very good job of talking to somebody about dental advice.
No, I'm
So,
fired. I'll fire myself.
yeah.
You do not want me to play dentist.
Right. So we don't want to deal with that. So we probably don't want to get our mortgage and financial advice. Now, I do have a friend or a client that's a dentist, and he's pretty sharp when it comes to finance. But for the most part, they don't deal with that too much. That's not their world. And I'll guarantee you, there's a lot of different areas. I don't do many guarantees on Ron Siegel Radio. But most people are not going to spend the amount of time that mortgage professionals have to spend on understanding the products that are in the market. I mean, our team got 3 updates yesterday on new products that are coming back into the market. Right? It's happening all the time. That happens as dentists get new education on how to do their craft. They get that new education all the time. Plumbers, they might get a new tool. I don't even know how to use a screwdriver. I don't know which end of it to use. Right? So I don't know, but I'm sure that they get updates on how to do new things. Financial planners, they get new things. Tax guys and gals, right? They have to go and spend 30 or 40 hours every year understanding the new laws.
Right.
Right? Do you think they spend that much time understanding a reverse mortgage, no less a forward mortgage or a stated income mortgage or any of those other things? No, they don't do that. That's not their specialty. So don't go talk to your next door neighbor's dog's best friend, right? That might be your next door neighbor. Okay, well, I don't know. That was a big circle there, right? But don't go talking to them about a mortgage. Find out from somebody that understands the products, get educated, and make the best decision for your family. It's pretty simple. It doesn't take. We don't do rocket science here on Ron Siegel Radio. I don't understand. I can't even spell science. So that's a whole different subject. But the idea is here. What are some of the other myths you come across with reverse mortgage? And we know about the ownership.
The biggest one is that they're going to lose the house.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure you've had to put clients into a LISA before, right?
Sure.
Which is basically like
now you're getting back to the acronyms.
I'm
again.
sorry. It's an impound account. So this is how you have to think of it.
Right.
So basically somewhere along the road, and this is a big thing with seniors. Like one thing that I always try to clue into when I meet with someone is where are they at mentally, right? Because that's a big thing.
Sure.
So sometimes
why are you doing it? What's your motivation?
Well, and seniors can get forgetful and, things start to break down a little bit and they forget to pay their taxes or,
that's a problem.
Right. So when we're going through this process and, the reverse rate is not determined by credit. We run the credit, but it's not determined by credit. The reason why we run their credit is because we want to make sure that they can successfully pay their taxes and insurance on time. Right.
So it baffles me that when you do an FHA loan, which a reverse mortgage is an FHA loan,
yes,
that every FHA forward mortgage mandates that taxes and insurance are paid with the mortgage itself.
Right.
But on the reverse mortgage, sometimes it's required, so it's optional.
Mm-hmm.
And in some instances, people don't do it and then could get in trouble when they're 100 years old.
Right. Well, yeah, the bank doesn't want to lose the house because they've defaulted on their taxes. So.
And they don't want to take the house. They don't want either one.
Right, exactly.
They just want the senior to be successful in the obligation.
Exactly. And that's all that measurement is. So the LISA was designed, it's basically an impound account. They put aside reserves from their lump sum and they pay it for them.
Which is nice. So then the senior doesn't have to worry about it. One less thing to worry about in the golden years. I kind of like that idea. I've had some families that don't want it. I've had some families that do want it.
Yeah.
They do set aside quite a bit of money for it. That's the only downside that I see. But it is a strong program. I'm going to continue our conversation with Mellie Barber when we come back. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. We're going to also chat 7 best budgeting tips for couples. All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our offer number, it's 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you missed any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Hey friends, do you dream of mortgage-free home ownership? Are you aware that even if you own your home free and clear, it could still be costing you thousands per year? The Siegel Lending Team can help you generate tax-free income, accumulate family wealth, and maintain ownership of your home. By simply emailing your most recent mortgage statement, you'll receive a no-obligation real estate plan. Learn more by calling 1-800-306-1990 or email me your recent mortgage statement to PEAR@RonSiegelRadio.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at RonSiegelRadio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at ronismylender.com. That's ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis, rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio, anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Your Credit Matters segment today being brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. You have a credit report. It's wrong. What are you doing about it? Credit Sanitizer, they've got the solutions for you. 7 best budgeting tips for couples. Building a personal budget is a fairly simple activity. You list your income and fixed expenses and then allocate whatever's left over towards your discretionary expenses and goals. But creating a couple's budget can be more difficult. Often each partner has their own income and individual expenses in addition to bills and goals that are shared. And these variables will complicate the budget building process. The good news is that despite these complexities, it's definitely possible for partners to create budgets that optimize their joint finances and minimize frustrations. Here's our 7 best budgeting tips for couples. Number 1, calculate your combined monthly income. Number 2, list your shared expenses. Number 3, consider your individual expenses and goals. Number 4, determine your shared goals. Number 5, build your joint budget using a couples-friendly tool. We've got one coming out. Schedule consistent budget dates.
Sounds romantic.
Yeah, doesn't that sound exciting? I've seen the reports like this before, and I could just say, "Hey, dear, you want to go? Let's go to the winery tonight and let's talk about our budget."
Oh, yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that be a lot of fun? Oh, that.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I got a bad feeling about it too.
You might be going to dinner alone.
Yeah, exactly. And I might need that gumdrop martini or a few of them.
A few of them to get through that.
Yeah, consider opening joint financial accounts. That's an interesting one. I must admit, I'm 34 years into a life sentence. So, and we've only got joint accounts. I don't think we don't have any accounts that are not joint. You don't
have like your own identity anymore.
No, not at all. No. Between about 4 in and 5 in, I can make decisions, all that. From 5 in until the end of the day, and on weekends, my wife makes all the decisions. I'm told where to go, where I'm supposed
where to stand.
Do you do the same thing?
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, I let him be him.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, that's the way it works, I guess. Yeah. Whatever works for every individual.
He does it to me, so I guess the roles are reversed.
It's role reversal. Okay. Okay, I get it. So whatever works, right? Yeah. Bottom line. There's no need for money fights to drive a wedge between you and your significant other. By implementing budgeting tips for couples, you and your partner can avoid many of the most common money mistakes and use your financial synergy to achieve shared goals. And whatever, again, the bottom line is you need to have the tools available. You need to have the education available, right? For 34 years, it's worked for me that You know something? I just don't even deal with a calendar after hours. My wife deals with that. You're not in that same boat, and it works for you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So understand, have the discussion. That's the bottom line. Again, that is the Your Credit Matters segment brought to you by creditsanitizer.com. And I kind of tipped the scale a little bit here. So tomorrow we're going to be we have a conference with a company, and we may be finalizing a budgeting tool for you, identity theft tool for you, and also watching your FICO scores. Now, you know that I'm a big believer in myfico.com. I don't get paid by them. The tool that we're working on is going to be free for you. So make sure you keep on checking in. We've got a lot of changes coming about. So don't get lost. We're here for you. So we're going to continue our conversation this morning. Mellie Barber is with us. We've been chatting about reverse mortgages and other stuff.
I know. I love it. We're all over the place.
I like that idea. No scripting.
No scripting.
No, we don't do any scripting on.
I know. I want to be. Can I come back as a guest on your Wine Wednesday?
Yeah, we don't even do too much Wine Wednesday anymore. Robert decided to get into dog treats.
Huh?
I know. But we'll have you come back, and we can do Wine Wednesday.
Yeah, let's bring it back.
Right, we'll bring.
Let's revive this.
Well, you know something? I know what we'll do. Josh, we got to reach out to Michael Cox. Okay, Michael's from Falling Bright Wine Merchants, and we'll get Michael to come in here, and we'll have Michael do some Wine Wednesday with us. He's a tremendous sommelier.
Oh, nice.
Right, yeah, I can't even spell sommelier, but I think that's a guy that pours wine, and he knows a lot more about it. I know. Do you like wine?
Yeah, I like wine.
Okay, what's your favorite as far as varietal?
Well, I don't really drink a lot of California
Really?
wine. No, I don't, because the tannins.
Okay.
All right, so I like a lot of Italian, French.
Okay.
Argentinian.
Okay, so we're on different pages there, but that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
You'll have to bring some Argentinian
I'll
and see
bring
if I
it.
like that, and I'll bring some Californians that don't have tannins. Because you know something? I'm in the same boat. Yeah. So that's another one. My wife loves the big, bold cabs with all the tannins.
Yeah.
And I like the wimpy stuff. So give me a good Merlot, a Zinfandel, a Pinot. Okay. And I've only got about 170 bottles. We're down. We're going to have to bring up that collection a little bit.
Oh,
but but mine are almost all from Paso Robles.
Okay, well, that's a good area. I love it up there.
And it's a lot easier to get to or quicker to get to than France or.
Right. No, I did go wine tasting in Tuscany.
Okay.
That was special.
Oh, yeah, that sounds.
That was fun.
But you can't get there in 4 hours.
No.
Right, I go out on Thursday right after the broadcast, drink wine on Friday and Saturday, home by Sunday night.
Do you go to Temecula? That's probably the closest.
Do I go to Temecula?
Do you wine tasting Temecula?
I'm still looking for a good wine from Temecula.
Yeah, I've been out there and I was disappointed.
Yeah, my future daughter-in-law likes it out there. Sorry, Temecula. You've got some beautiful, beautiful wineries. I just haven't found, and so I learned. I did Wine Wednesday on the broadcast for about 4 years. Okay. I had a genius come on with me every week for 4 years. It wasn't the educator; it was the educatee.
Okay.
Right. So I still only know 3 things about wine, and that's one of them. So I know how to open the bottle. I know if I like it and if I don't like it.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Okay.
And those are the most important 3.
So we've got Wine Wednesdays, and then are we going to do Tequila Tuesdays? Because I heard about that tequila segment.
Okay, so I'm going to have to get our tequila guy. You know something?
$1,000 bottle, you guys.
Josh, we don't have to figure out the schedule anymore. We've got a scheduler now. Right? So we got tequila. So we got Tequila Tuesday. No, it's Tito's Tuesday. You're the tequila girl. I'm a vodka guy.
Yeah, I don't drink vodka.
No vodka?
Unless I'm out of tequila. I don't know.
Okay, so if there's a bottle of vodka here and no tequila here, we'll see what you do.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the water that you've got over there.
Water. I gotta hydrate.
Got to hydrate. Well, you do that with the vodka, right?
Yeah.
That'll work. Okay, so we've gone way off the rails here. Okay, so I get a lot of people speechless on the broadcast, but we got a lot of good stuff though. So, how long have you been doing reverse mortgages?
I got licensed in 2006. I started doing loans back then, and then I got married, had some kids, and then got back in the game a couple years ago.
Okay, so you were smart. So you got licensed in 06, got married and had kids. So you missed the crash.
The horrible years. I was in it till the end. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you mean till the end?
Well, I had a big car payment.
Oh, okay.
You know,
yeah, that was a lot of people back then.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta find a job to pay this car payment. So my girlfriend set me up with big car allowance, and I was good.
Okay, so there you go. That works.
Yeah, it works.
And then you got back into it a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So you like the good times. 2006, 7, 8 was really good.
Yeah.
And
those are fun.
2020, 2021 was excellent years.
2020 was such a great year.
Right? I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Now, we know that there's a lot of people that had some challenges at that time, but for those people that owned their home, there was a lot of opportunity. Prices appreciated dramatically. Over the last 2 years, we've seen a lot of tremendous appreciation.
Yeah. It's
so
insane. Well, I mean, everyone was in lockdown.
Right.
I mean, I didn't like my house. I didn't like my family. I didn't even like myself. Brett would come home and I would be dressed like Tiger King. He's like, really lost it.
Okay.
You really lost it.
Yeah.
Nothing like
Now, I know wine sales and alcohol sales dramatically increased then.
I was probably responsible for that.
That was part of you. Okay. Sure. Well, I was part of that as well.
You know, when you could pick up a picture of margaritas, do you remember? Like the restaurants were margarita pitchers to go.
Yeah, I never understood that.
I was like, can you pour extra Fortaleza in that for me?
That was one that I didn't understand. So, I'm a financial guy. And I just never understood, okay, I'm going to go to the restaurant to buy margaritas that are going to be triple the price. And if I went to the Costco and bought the margarita mix and the tequila was going to cost, I could get a lot more for less money.
Value, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But I'm not crazy about that Costco mixer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's Total Wine and there's Bevmo and then the expensive places.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I like the less expensive ones, but we're kind of rebels on Ron Siegel Radio. You may have noticed that.
Yeah,
we do a little bit of
I
rebel stuff. So we still went to the restaurants and just ate there. Now, one of my favorites, they've got no windows at the restaurant, so you just go inside and have a nice meal. Yeah. I do have my Go Brandon mask, but I haven't worn a mask in a long time. That some people don't like that either. But
I like your rebellious side. I gotta tell you, I'm surprised we didn't see each other in restaurants.
Yeah, I was.
You tell me I can't go out. I'm going to show you.
Exactly. And something I obviously indulge, right? So and we know that the COVID, just my opinion, March 1st, about 5:00 California time, the president will announce that COVID is over. So that'll be a good thing. That'll be the State of the Union commentary, but that's a different subject. Okay, so 2 years back, so you had to learn a lot of new guidelines and all that kind of stuff. Oh my
gosh, yeah, it was completely
a little bit of changes,
completely
new regulation, all that,
all kinds of stuff. Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
but
so what's your favorite loan to do?
A reverse.
It is a reverse.
Yeah, I think we chatted about this one before we got on the air, but I just love working with seniors. I love the face-to-face. I thrive in that kind of environment. I love being with people and I love helping. More importantly, I love being of service. And that loan changes people's lives.
That's a great comment right there. It does change people's lives. Mm-hmm. And it's the people that are, in my opinion, probably the most vulnerable.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? Because everyone's out, not everyone. All the scammers go to seniors first.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, you have to protect them. And I am really lucky in my networking group. We all work in different capacities with seniors.
Okay.
And the number one thing people look for is to make sure that these seniors are being protected, that there isn't somebody harming them in some way.
And something, in fact, I know that I've got a phone call that I owe somebody because there's a senior that did get scammed a bit from a realtor, and we're going to work on getting that solved. So Katie, if you're listening, I have not forgotten about you. But that is that group, and coming out with whatever scams we hear, we love to broadcast. So do you have any scams off the top of your head that you've heard of that we should tell our listeners?
No.
I mean, my wife. No, I'm not a senior, and I'm not going to even admit to my wife being a little bit older than me, but she's not a senior either. But probably 5:30 this morning, she gets a phone call wanting to confirm her Apple MacBook purchase.
Oh, you know what? That happened to me. we were in Arizona, and all of a sudden it was like $3,000 charged on my card.
Oh, it was charged to you.
$4,000. I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? Somebody, Africa has my credit card number and they're going crazy.
So hers was just somebody that wanted to know, did she approving it?
No.
And I said,
they
hang up.
Charged me.
Yeah, hang up. Don't. That's a key for seniors. Whenever you answer your phone, if you answer your phone from somebody that you don't know, okay, it's hello. Don't say yes, because then they've now got your yes recorded, and they can use that and they can splice it into other things that you don't want. If somebody's calling you and you didn't place the order, especially if it's non-business hours, don't even respond. Just hang up. And I'm going to share this because even though we make a lot of phone calls every day to talk to people and get guidance and what people are looking for, the bottom line is if you don't recognize the phone number, don't answer, especially seniors. Don't answer it.
And just to add to that, you should go in and block those numbers.
Yeah, once they come through, exactly, block the number.
Block them.
Great information. Glad you added that. If you want more information about reverse mortgages, give me a call. I'll put you in touch with Melanie. And as always, we ask, set that first radio preset button. We've got all our contact information here at the station. Set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean who are engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.